Those vampires would take the slaves offered by the nobles and forcibly turn them into werewolves. Then they would lock a collar around the slave's neck, fully enslaving them. To me, it was nothing short of an atrocity. Victor called it a gift, completely indifferent to whether anyone agreed to it. Back in the prison, I told Big Black straight out, by dawn, I would leave this place. Anyone brave enough could come with me. Beyond the walls, a new life awaited us. For those who chose to stay, there were only two paths: wait to die, or continue serving vampires. When patrol time came, the Overseer came to humiliate me, only to be told by the prisoners that I had already escaped. Panic flickered across his face as he rushed to confirm, only to find a collar lying on the ground, unlocked and abandoned. That was when I leapt from the shadows and sank my teeth deep into his neck. From that moment, the horn of rebellion sounded. All the slaves responded in unison. The long-awaited moment had finally arrived. I unlocked each prisoner's chains, and years of suppressed anger erupted all at once. We moved carefully past the high walls, but with so many of us, the guards noticed. They immediately deployed massive crossbows to intercept us, and many were pinned to the walls, lifeless. As more crossbows joined the attack, our casualties mounted. The group was split into two, and I had no choice but to leave some behind, bringing the rest forward. In the end, only a dozen or so truly escaped. Looking at the survivors, I felt a mix of grief and fury. But with the sunrise, Victor could no longer pursue us. Once free, I didn't forget those still imprisoned. I led the survivors straight to the noble estates. There, I gave a fiery speech, and the slaves decided to follow me and fight for freedom. Yet, even with our forces combined, we were still far from strong enough to take on the vampires. So I went to the Wolf Clan's den, facing a pack of massive wolves, and struck a deal with the Wolf King. We would stand together against the vampires. Meanwhile, I knew Victor had noticed the unlocked collar and sensed something was off. He demanded to know from Tyrus where the key he was guarding had gone. Tyrus scrambled to the armory, found the key, and for the moment, Victor's suspicion was eased. Later, Victor inspected the area and saw that the well cover had been tampered with. He realized everything. He stormed into his daughter's room, sinking his teeth into her neck, memories flooding into his mind. That's when he understood the truth. I had secretly made a bond with Sonia. Enraged, he slapped his daughter and locked her in the room. "Toe, draw me out." Victor ordered his daughter's maid to deliver a message, revealing everything to me, even knowing it might be a trap. I felt nothing but resolve. Love made me fearless. I would not let the woman I loved face death alone. I stormed the vampire stronghold alone, taking down a guard before finally finding Sonia. We planned to escape through the old secret sewer we once met in, but Victor had anticipated it all. He ordered oil barrels poured onto the ground and torches thrown in. Flames instantly blocked our way. With every escape route cut off, I had no choice but to leap to the surface and confront a horde of enemies. Though I was the firstborn werewolf, with extraordinary power and combat skills, I was outnumbered and overwhelmed by the vampire soldiers. Sonia slew one attacker, but her father struck her across the face, faced with the choice between her father and her love. She raised her sword and fought him. Victor thought she would be no match, but her skill had surpassed him. Sonia did not want to harm her father, revealing that she carried my child, hoping to persuade him to let us live. Victor flew into a rage, declaring the child an abomination. Such a union between our species had never occurred in thousands of years, and he was consumed with the urge to kill. He seized a moment when Sonia was unprepared, drew a dagger, and struck her down. Soon after, we were both thrown into the dungeon, our fate uncertain and cruel.